Let me start the video by saying this. The minigun is one of the best guns in the game, beating common player favorites like the sniper and shotgun. However, the reason why I think most people don't agree is because they are either using it wrong or not utilizing it to its fullest potential. So today will be all about the minigun, starting with its stats, then talking about tips and tricks on how to use the gun. So anyways, let's get started. Its starting damage is 38, it destroys 1 tick of tape per bullet, and has the little bullet type. The range is 120, similar to an AK or M16. The max recoil is 10 degrees, with the angle starting at your character's hitbox, forming an 85 by 85 by 10 triangle. The reload time is 2.1 seconds, and the windup time is 4.8 seconds. Finally, while shooting the gun, your movement is decreased by 36%. Again, these are not all the stats for the minigun, but I'll be sure to post all of them in the description. Next, let's start talking about how to use it. What I realized is that most people have a hard time with the minigun's long reload, windup, and the decrease of movement when shooting this gun. The minigun's downsides really show against very experienced players, since they tend to use mobile guns like the shotgun, sniper, and overall any gun that allows players to shoot and dash at the same time. What is this guy doing? Knocked one. Knocked two. Wait, am I godlike with the shotgun? I knocked them all! Alright, no, I'm actually godlike with the shotgun. Okay, good to know. To counter this, there are some things you can keep in mind. Positioning and game awareness. Specifically, understanding the area you are fighting in, the range of the fights you will be engaging in, and finally where people are in terms of your position. Let's start with the easiest tip. Pre-firing. What you can do is only expose yourself once the windup is done. One can do this by starting the windup behind cover, and as soon as you swing the corner, the gun should already be firing. Next tip, keep in mind where or who you are fighting. In other words, know what both you and the opponent have at their disposal, whether that be the weapons or, my favorite, the map itself. Preferably, you want to use the minigun where there is just enough cover to quickly tape and wind up the minigun, but not enough for the enemy to use it against you. Areas like the road spread out all along the map, the bamboo resort but not the forest surrounding it, and almost anywhere in the desert biome are great examples. Places to avoid are areas like the Saw shipyards, Super Right Mountain, and anywhere trees are commonly present. However, the reality is that you won't always have the best case scenario when in game, so here's what you can do to work around it. When you don't have cover to reload or prep the windup time, the best thing to do is to not stop shooting. The minigun provides such an overwhelming presence and sense of pressure, not even the ring itself is as threatening. Most players will not even try to contest an area you are actively shooting at. Where did he go? I don't know where he went, chat, but this is it. Slammed! Alright, good game. So if you need to give yourself space between you and an opponent, don't be afraid to waste some bullets, especially if you have a good idea where opponents could be. Which actually brings us to the next tip, predicting where people will be in addition to where they will go. This game sense comes with experience and will get better the more you play, but once you get more confident thinking where opponents will be, the stronger the minigun gets. They have to be better than that. So right here, after I break this armor, I know for a fact he's going to play more passively since I have a shotgun. However, another aspect of this fight that I know of is that he's a stream sniper, so he's still going to try and push me. So, putting 2 and 2 together, even though I can't see over this hay bale, I know for a fact he's going to go upwards. So, same logic applies here, right? I know he's a stream sniper, so he's going to definitely chase me down, but he's still playing passive because he's at half health, so I know he's going to go the long way around the hay bale. However, the difference between the start of the fight and how it is right now is that I'm at half health and I know he has an AK. So what I do is I make space for myself going right. I know my aim is better than him, like for a fact, so I just pull out my revolver and I get an easy kill. Yup. Read you like a book, come on. Read you like a book. It's very similar to Dr. Seuss, actually. Another thing to keep in mind is that the minigun noise is not only loud, but very recognizable. So you will either be the main target, or people will try your best to stay away from you. Use this information to your advantage. Next, I want to talk about how I personally use the minigun. Once I get my hands on this gun, I usually replace it with my short-range weapon. But honestly, this gun is so good, your secondary can basically be anything. I do recommend making sure not to have a weapon that uses small bullets like the silence and dual pistols, since those weapons will siphon ammo that could be used for your minigun. However, this isn't a big deal since small ammo is pretty common in dead bodies throughout the map. For power-ups, I like to pair it up with anything that increases health or tape speed, like the banana forker, cup grade, upgrade and impossible tape, but personally I prefer the impossible tape. For throwables, bananas and ziplines are my favorite. When using bananas, I keep close to them to get an easy and embarrassing kill, and ziplines to be more unpredictable of my positioning. In terms of gameplay, use this gun aggressively and passively. Be aggro enough to push people with confidence, but passive enough to keep distance from enemies and not lose your positioning since wind-up time is still a thing. But anyways, that's all I have to say about the minigun. As always, I'll leave some clips with some audio. Enjoy. Go Nin! Go Nin! Go Nin! Oh! Come on! Come on! Futari! Futari! Stop! Hold on, chat. Hold on. Slammed! Oh my goodness! Get it together! That was the worst mistake you could have made in your life. I was just like not feeling solos today because I was just doing so bad. Okay, pause. Take a pause. Take a pause. Hey. I still have full control of this. Okay, I still have full control of this. There are rules, but I can break them just for UKB, okay? Look. Whee! And you're gone. Okay. That's what I thought. That's what I thought.